Now, here's a game that I've been wanting to play for a long time, but it only shipped like, well, sold, never mind, shipped like 70,000 units. We have acquired a copy. This came out, Resident Evil 4 was January 2005, I believe, and this was March 2005. This got destroyed, I think, mostly because of that. And you will see why once we're in there. Because it's not because it's a bad idea. It's not because it's a bad location. I mean, there's things to be desired with it, but that it got completely left in the dust, I think has more to do with the very, very unfortunate circumstances of having come out right after one of the best designed and played and created games that of all time, whether you're like me and you were kind of like, oh, Resident Evil 4, what the fuck, because it was a Resident Evil game, and you just like it because it's a good game, or because you think it's the best, like, just the best direction Resident Evil could have gone in. The fact is, it played, like, amazing and revolutionized. Hey, Wesker, see? Revolutionized games for us, and then this poor thing, like, if this had come out, like, 6 months before Resident Evil 4 dropped, maybe it would have had a chance, but nope. So we on a boat. Wesker's boys here have been killed, and then this is our guy. This is our Leon Kennedy. Unfortunately, see, it's impossible not to compare these two. They even look a little similar, except this guy. My name is Tom Hansen, and I grew up to join the U.S. Coast Guard, and I'm boating around out in a storm for no reason. But look at me. I'm the coolest. He kind of looks a little bit like, who's the guy in Game of Thrones that gets his wiener chopped off? He kind of looks a little like him, doesn't he? We are on a boat, as I said. Tell me about it, sir. But look at this. This is not impressive today, but this is impressive incredibly for back then. See, now you know I'm the sexiest guy in the U.S. Coast Guard with my life jacket. I need your code, sir. We're the coolest. Look at this. And apparently for them to do this with the sway, like, they had to, like, write a special program to be able to do this. So be amazed at this old tech. We're on a Russian whaler. Oh no, there's monsters. We can hear my friends dying. Why am I on this side of the ship alone? Is the Coast Guard this legit? Like, can they, don't they just call in the Navy SEALs when they want to assault a ship? I mean, I guess a Russian whaler shouldn't be near here. So I guess, never mind, whatever. The premise of this game is I'm a Coast Guardman who apparently is cool enough to get on this side of the ship without the assault team. And we're like, listen, Russian whaler, you can't be out here. And they're not listening to us. So, and we're doing this in an incredibly bad storm. Let's see it. A note about ammunition conservation. Conserve it? General Order number 16, we sprinkled it on this Russian whaler. Due to the platform's irregular supplies, we must conserve our munitions and medkits as much as possible. Therefore, live ammo training is now suspended pending new orders. What? In a combat situation, it is vital that all soldiers look to their search your friends as potential sources of ammo and medkits, or medkits. Isn't it interesting though that, like, remember all the STARS members we found in the mansion, and like one guy had a VHS tape and that was it? Like, why didn't we have handguns akimbo in the mansion when our friends with the same handgun models were right there? In the same interests of economy, use body searches when really necessary. Use the butt of your rifle in close... I don't have a rifle. In close combat situations. This will enable you to gain the necessary distance to adjust your aim. Some of your opponents will attempt... How do you know? Attempt to immobilize you. Do not simply empty your clip as magazines. Strike out at them to free yourself and shoot at point-blank range. This is generally highly effective. Anishenko. Okay, he's not talking to me. That's it. This is the guys on the boat. Okay, that makes way more sense. So we're gonna kill some Russians and go on a mission here with Mr. Hansen. I played a smidge of this, just like the first, probably only the first like 20 minutes, but for me it was like an hour and a half because I got super fucking lost. Cause check this out. That's my map. I'm on the rear deck. No map for you, loser. Figure it out. Remember, this came out after Resident Evil 4. It didn't have a chance. Now, this is a little wonky. This is not tank controls, but it sort of is in the sense that when we get to a screen where it happens, if I'm just going via the like cardinal points here, and then I transition to another screen with a fixed camera, it will just flip me over to what I'm actually looking for. Wait, okay, so it took me forever when I first put this in just to find this staircase. I could not effing find it, but now that I'm intimately familiar with the rest of the boat, let's go have a look. See, we on this big ass boat, and I do have a run button, which I also didn't know for a little while, so I was like, man, it takes forever to get anywhere. Just tiptoeing it. Oh, it is super blurry because it had to be. Oh, my people! Hey, man! Help me out. See, I'm pillaging. Oh, maybe that's not my people. I thought that was one of my guys. Maybe not. Look at that. Look at the model, though, against the ship. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. Having played a smidge of it, I got the worst of my what the fuck new game mood out. So, maybe that's what I should do from now on. And welcome to the loading screen to get into a room. It's good, right? At least it's not blue. Alright, hello? Oh, do you see that? The guy outside! I missed that the first time. That's legit. I'm fully loaded with this ammo. So I don't have... that's my objective. I have docks. It's not... I don't have anything right now, but I do have objects. But I don't have, like, a... inventory the way that we're used to. I have to just go around pillaging ammo and medkits, and that's basically it. So, I guess I didn't need to come in there after all. We will do our best. The creatures in this are a little interesting. Let's go, Tom Hansen. I have trouble, maybe just because... I find the fact that it's got a 3D camera, or dynamic camera, whatever you call it, where it actually follows you, actually quite disorienting with this. Because, and yet, you know, like, Dino Crisis had one of these cameras, and it was fine, but it's just something about too much is moving around. It's super disorienting, and I guess that's what they were going through. But it's actually really frustrating at first. But now I know where to go because I did it a little bit. Hansen, come on! I've got to find that code. So you know who has the code? My boss. Remember, he told me. The other thing with this is because we don't have like a. Oh, we were up there. Like a, I don't want to say classic. I'm going to say classical inventory screen. Scrounging is not really rewarded, so my typical tendency is kind of lost here. But okay, here we go. It's rolling, rolling, rolling. Alright, dude. So I got to get past these swinging things here. I'll go overboard. I kind of want to see myself go overboard, but... you know, maybe later. Hey, man! Oh, no! Enemies! Fuck you. Dane, they're so easy! Because they're just people. Really? I didn't know that could happen. What? I was fine with the waves before, but I'm not now? Uh-oh, something happened here.
I better read the inscriptions so that I don't get lost.
Yeah, so he doesn't really tell you, but if you just aim at it, it will translate the Russian. Glavnaya Poluba. Glavnaya Poluba is main deck? Okay, well, alright. Oh no, I can't get in. Shit's fucking locked. Door is locked by an electrical system. Good thing I brought a gun. Oh boy.
It's unlocked.
Ah, it is. Like, you see already how this is, getting absolutely destroyed by the fact that if you're hanging out playing games in 2005, Resident Evil 4 is sitting right there next to your GameCube. Oh no! Oh, they're everywhere! Let us in! You stupid bitch! Главная палуба! I kill you with my gun! Shut. Alright, so this also has this. That's right, waist high cover, but this is funny. This happened to me earlier. Give me a sec. It happened faster when they did. Yeah! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, the Главная палуба! Главная палуба! Oh! It does have a nice little pumpkin head, which I do enjoy, which is going to be needed in a smidge. Oh, I can do it. Because I'm in the Coast Guard. I did it. I'm actually digging on this game a little bit. I can appreciate it for the time that it came out, but... And I'm surprised I did not have this. Because I feel like... I must not have known about it. Because I feel like this is 100% some dog shit that I would have absolutely been like, I need that. I don't remember seeing promos. I don't know anyone that had it. Oh. Well, that's not good. Is there anything here for me? Oh, I fucked up! Okay, so health packs. Okay, I figured this out when I was playing. And this sucks. So, they just leave them lying around, and because I can't seem to... Unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Yeah, I have no way to manage them, so I don't pick them up and put them in my pocket. I just use them. I use it. But it's hard to see, so you can very easily pick them up. Which is not great. But we'll do our best here. So we got goobers, but... Yeah, this 100% feels like something I would have been playing, but I didn't know it was a thing. This came in the mail like 3 days ago, and I was like, throw that in. Let's get in there with the cold fear. I haven't played the fear games, but they're on a boat too, aren't they? I have them. I just haven't played them. See, that's usually what happens is I acquire these old games, throw them in a box, and don't pick them up until like a year later. But this one I was like, oh, it's here! Let's play Cold Fear! And then I was like, I'm lost on this boat! What do you want from me? Oh no! Paluva Glavna Baluva! Fuck you! How do you say that in Ruski? One thing I am noticing about this is, so they opted not to give us a map, which hardcore survival horror fans of the day will be like, yeah, you don't need a map, it's stupid, like, no, you should have a map. But, like, it's super disorienting because everything in here is kind of the same. So far, that I've seen anyway. Like, when you first get let loose in the mansion in Resident Evil, right, or even anywhere in Resident Evil, these old ones that are like this, the areas are very different. I think this bitch is... There's a lady in the main sleeve, like in the manual sleeve in the book, the game, the jewel case. I think that's her. And my prediction is that she's the daughter of whoever's responsible for this. Oh no, it's fucking locked. Yes, it is. Oh, I did it. I cleared the burning thing. So I got faked out by this because I was like, okay, the enemies are like super easy. But they weren't the enemies. What does this say? Wait, no. Orvshenyanaya. I can't read that. I did my best, guys. Dane, are you still taking Russian lessons? I have not had the time for the Russian lessons, but I do practice. But I still suck. So I'm not gonna try to like boost out any Russian sayings like "У меня," and then my brain wants to switch over to another one like "У меня eine video game, смотрит video game, Braga." That's not a word, Dan. I know. I'm fully loaded with this ammo. Now look at that. I want you to appreciate the fact that his head tracks. For 2005, that wasn't that impressive, but it was kind of a requirement, I feel like. So this is pretty cool. I'm very happy with this. I feel bad that this didn't do well. These guys, I think, so this is an Ubisoft published game. Oops. And Dane, you have a bad opinion of Ubisoft? I'm just not sure that it works out for them. Oh, but it's by Dark something? Dark Wave? Electrical boxes. We know about electrical boxes, don't worry about it. Who did one of the Alone in the Darks, which I also haven't played. Portside the cold rooms are down here. Get your ass to the cold rooms. Go for it, Danicus. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like this. I think a guy is going to jump out at me if I remember correctly. That just feels like something that would happen, right? Can I blow this guy? Yes. Okay. Because one thing I learned is that when the Zambos, who are not Zambos, but they're Zambos, turn into Zambos, this game actually makes me destroy their brains. Resident Evil has never made me do that. And, oh, you know what I'm just realizing? So, the spiel with this is that what causes the crazy zombie mobs is a parasite. What caused the crazy Ganado mobs, which were just zombies, in Resident Evil? Man, this game got fucked! Did they know that like, Capcom know this was in production and they were like, steal it, shut it down, change it. Like, they even made Leon blonde, and look at this fucking guy. Right? Something's up. Going to the main deck. Oh, I should have looked at what that was. It's like, you know, practice Ruski Yazik. Look at how I take the stairs. I like that I put my fist in. Okay, so here's a good example of it. Alright, so, hang on. Here we go. Not that you can feel this, but, alright. So, I am pressing down. And I'm going down. Now I'm still pressing down, I'm going up. So I like transition into tank controls to maintain the perspective. Which only matters to you if you're also a tank control veteran. Shit is locked. Medical. Let's see it. Look at that! I feel like the sick bay wouldn't look like this. Another thing that this is missing that it could have really done well with is flavor text. Like, I should be able to go up to the sink and he's like, oh, it's full of tissue or something. Or this bed, like any of these things. And he doesn't. I am not going to touch the medkits because I'll just fucking use them. That shit is locked. What is gone here? Oh, what is happening into this place? I got the pistol Amushka. Because at least the pistol one will go, you're full, loser. You can't have this. Alright. I am worried that you're going to get up later, so... Which is very Crimson Head, isn't it? Let's see it. Why don't you just open it for me? He's got nothing on him. Okay. Oh. Our first encounters with the creatures we now call the exocells came roughly 2 months after drilling commenced on the Star of Sakhalin platform. In fact, I was already familiar with this platform. We used to use it as a port of call when patrolling these hostile waters of America, and I was determined it would again be deployed as part of our international operations in America. That doesn't make sense, does it? Whilst drilling had effectively stopped some years before, this was not because the rig was unprofitable. Quite the contrary, it was because the spare parts often needed were simply never delivered. Why could this be? The Russian state's private partners grew weary of the whole affair. Try using a helicopter to fly them out. This platform must not be in America. So why am I anywhere near any of this? All I had to do was wait a couple of years to repurchase it for scrap. At first, the cartel was skeptical about the new operation's success, and I made the necessary investments for its recommissioning myself, because I am a rich man. I sell many a Russian bride to America. The communication jammer, the plans for which had been provided by former Red Army brain Sergei Atarian, was remarkably effective. As far as international ears were concerned, whether listening in on Earth or from space, there was nothing there but inhospitable ocean and the odd iceberg. Where the fuck am I? I'm the U.S. Coast Guard. How fucking far out do they go? For the first 25 days, drilling was successful, as expected. And then, even though our sonars confirmed the presence of a huge oil reserve, the pressure started to drop. Suddenly, the drill brought up several exocells that Antishenko and his men had great difficulty in overcoming. 2 days later, we noticed more specimens crawling up the platform's columns. All immediately gave Antishenko orders to capture. I immediately rather gave Antishenko orders to capture some of them. That's when I saw my first contamination. That kind of kicks ass as a start off. I like it. Certificate of death, name Corporal Y. Lugai. Ow! Cause of death, electrocution. Details. According to witnesses, Corporal Lugai had misplaced his electronic key while on duty. Unable to reach his official post, he promptly fired at the electrical control box like a maniac on door 114, causing it to explode. Exposed left wiring subsequently came in contact with the pool of water on the floor because, you know, we're at the fucking ocean here. What this guy's thinking. The door opened, however, Corporal Lugai was electrocuted. No follow-up necessary. Guy is stupid. Better off without him. Note about the armory. General Order number 12. Smoking in the armory is strictly forbidden for obvious fucking reasons. Please don't do that. All types of munitions are stored there, stupid. And some are particularly unstable. Moreover, in our environment, there is high probability of corrosion, which makes the handling of ammunition even more delicate issue, so please don't smoke in there. You are reminded that our facilities for dealing with serious injury are extremely limited. All I have is a sink, a bed, and some fucking med packs with band-aids. Stop that. Antishenko. This poor Antishenko. I want to meet Antishenko. I feel like he and I would get along.